Hello, my fellow Murdochians. I just rewatched Diamond in the Sand, and oh boy! The episode starts with Henry, Choi, and Teddy heading up to Perth to transport a prisoner, and somehow ends with gunfire, a hostage situation, and a pregnant woman in the middle of it all. Classic Murdoch chaos. And can we talk about Teddy? Teddy is a sharpshooter. Very proficient, very steady. I have officially named him Steady Teddy. There are 6 hostages in total, including Choi, and they release everyone except for him. Meanwhile, Murdoch is back in Toronto inventing cellophane. Yes, cellophane to collect evidence. And Watts immediately says he could keep his sandwiches fresh. That man loves his food more than he loves oxygen. And then we have George and Effie. Oh dear. George surprises her with a letter from Newfoundland. And not in a good way. He wants a family. He thinks Newfoundland would be a great place to raise kids. Effie does not want kids. She likes other people's kids. She does not want to raise the little beast. So Effie drowns her sorrows at the Starbright Club and becomes the #1 customer of the day. Watts ends up taking care of her and gives her a mysterious drink and says, "You will thank me later." Murdoch gets to say his iconic line, "What have you, George?" Wow! But then we find out George didn't tell him he was planning to move all the way to Newfoundland. And he wants to go home. Murdoch's cellophane invention? It's a bang-up job on a sandwich. Of course it does. Signs Crabtree's resignation and says it's surprising who the hardest to say goodbye to. He also tells George that when children grow up, they tend to live in their parents' memories. And then Effie, she sees George playing with some boys in the street, and she sees how happy he is, how natural he is. She then lets him go because he wants a family and she doesn't. She says the relationship is like throwing diamonds in the sand. So George heads off, pillow and suitcase in hand, telling Murdoch he's learned so much from their years together, and off he goes. Because of course he brings his pillow. Is George pursuing his happiness? I hope so, I really do. And don't forget, Davey loves you. Mwah.